Hey guys, I'm Maniacal Red Panda, and welcome back to Niche, a genetic survival game. Last time, this wonderful panda male with spit snout Bantaban showed up out of the grasses. I think that he heard that some more pandas were living here, like Relacy, and he decided he had to join our newly flourishing panda tribe. And we had two panda children, this little female and also our male over there. I think his name's Vanro. And I think that I decided that I'm going to start renaming them something really special. This little guy I'm going to rename Fangren, and if you don't know Fangren, he's a character from my Minecraft series that I haven't done in a long time. But Fangren holds a really special place in my heart because he was my companion in the Aether, and I found him and rescued him. I wanted to add him to this world. I wanted to name his sister something to do with his parents, maybe. I tried combining their names together to see if I found something that I liked, but I ended up going with Rune, because Rune is really beautiful and mysterious, just like our special spit snout child. She has really great genetics. She has double nimble paw, so I thought she deserved something really cute and special, like Rune. And she kind of seems like she has sandy colors, which is cool. I considered renaming Van Nuke Nuke, but I kind of like Van Nuku. Yeah, Van Nuku. I considered renaming Van Nuku, but I kind of like Van Nuku. And maybe we'll just rename the really special ones. Sadly, Van Taban is about to pass away, so we need to have as many children with him and Relacy as possible. And Adam and Eve aren't too young either, so we're about to have a passing of 4 creatures. Relacy's getting a little up there, and she had that sickness, so that marked some years off of her. I'm going to have Fangren come down and gather some clams now that he's old enough to, and that'll kind of be his job until he's old enough to carry on the panda family name and have more panda children. With who, I don't know exactly yet, but Fangren has some really gorgeous genes that I would love to pass on. Same with Rune. Rune and Fangren will have our next generation of panda children. They'll carry on the panda family name. And Eve, I'm going to go ahead and have Eve jump into the nest, probably, so she can have her child. Vanro and his sister kinda can't do much, so they'll probably be our berry gatherers and explorers for now. I'll probably have Rune help gather berries as well. She might go on a clam gathering quest. What I'm really scared about is we're kinda getting a little low on food. I know we have 22 right now, but we have 9 creatures, so that means, and if we have more, like that's half a food supply gone in one day, which is kinda scary. We'll just have to judge how much food we have and let that be a guide to see when we can have children and when maybe it's not such a good idea, because we don't have that many berry bushes and ways to gather food. Which is kind of why I've been thinking about having Eve try to have a digger child, because then they can collect up to 3 tubers per turn, which would be really great. I think that Adam and Eve too would notice the shortage of food, since they're kind of the heads of the tribe, and they'd probably divvy out the food each day, and they would see that there's kind of a shortage. Each day we go by, there's less food because there's more tribe members, so maybe Eve would be hoping to the niche spirits who bring the rain to bring us a child that can help gather up more food for our ever-growing tribe. And we keep having people who come out of the grasses who we want to welcome into the tribe, but it would be sad to have to turn someone away because we don't have enough food. So we're going to the next day to see Eve's child, and she has yellow eyes! Wow, she looks beautiful. She's not the digger paw that we were hoping for, but she's a very healthy child, and we've unlocked yellow eyes now. Wow, that was really beautiful. I feel like I want to name her something that has to do with summer. She has like the summer in her eyes, is what she looks like to me. But maybe not summer exactly, maybe something that seems to fit within the tribe. I think I want to name her Sumacy. And this is kind of a play off of Relacy and Summer smooshed together. I think that Eve would like this name because Sumesi and Relacy are sisters, since they are both born from Eve. And I'd kind of forgotten that Relacy was our firstborn. Which is kind of sad that she's getting older. And Sumesi will help to carry on her sister's name, because she's also a very special child. And she's kind of got the markings of her father, which is really cool. She'll make a really great mate for somebody because she's very healthy. She's got no negative eye traits, she has no negative paw, she has normal blood clotting. She is beautiful. Bangren can come down and collect his first clam from the ocean. And now Rare is old enough to take some responsibilities of her own. I think that one day we'll have her come up here by these double berry bushes, because that would be a great place for her to collect since she has that double nimble paw. But for now she'll sit here by Rare, since she can't really move up there with her father and Bonrose in the way of the berry bushes. I'll probably have Relacy have her child soon. And Van Taban is not long for this world. Poor old man. So have everybody move around, take their turns, and I think that we're ready to see Relacy's next child, which will probably be the final child with Van Taban. I'm going to miss him. I'm still going to try for the digging paw. And I think that we'll do just a fun gene to go along with that. Maybe we'll try to unlock some more eye colors. And we'll go the next day and see what she has. Oh, Van Taban's gone. You're kind of beautiful. Oh, he has double no paw. No! But everything else is pretty great. Wow, he's a gorgeous child. I'm going to name him Umbra. I've been wanting to name something Umbra, and I think he fits. Wow, Van Taban died, and his final son has double no paw. Maybe this was some sort of curse because of his passing. His coat is beautiful, though. Poor Umbra. Sumesi can move from the nest now. She'll probably go wandering and exploring with her great running skills. I can't believe Umbra and that double no paw. Wow, he looks so beautiful, besides his spit snout. Even the spit snout looks pretty gorgeous. But he won't be able to breed with anybody now that he has that double no paw. Well, maybe we'll have Umbra have one child one day and see how it goes. I don't want him to pass on that double no paw. He also has short-sighted eyes. I don't know. Adam and Eve will probably be having their last child. We'll get to see what that is soon. But we are running low on food. Look at us. We have 16. My gosh. We need to find another berry bush or something. We haven't collected berries this turn, though. So we'll probably be okay. We're like teetering on the edge with food here. But we'll be fine. Let Bangren move around, see if we can find some food. Bangren, maybe, since Van Taban's passing, he is now the heir to the panda family. Maybe he's starting to feel a little pressure because he might feel that it's up to him to try and find some food for the tribe with his father's passing. That's a lot of weight on his little shoulders because he's so young. He's still a teenager. And he has to look after his little portion of the tribe. I still don't know what our Fisher and Water Body are going to do. I guess they're going to just stay there and collect berries and go exploring farther to see what they can see. And eventually we'll have them breed with somebody to try and pass on those genes. So it would be great to have a Water Body Fisher. It may not be them that go together, but somebody, because they're still young, so we might stumble across someone, or someone will be born that will be a perfect match for them. I would love to get Claw, since Claw also gives fishing. Here's Eve's next child, and he has Digging Paw! Great! Adam and Eve's hopes have finally come true. They've had a digging paw child to help gather some food for our starving tribe. Wow, look at our food right now. We have 12 food and 11 creatures. And the rains have come, so all of the berries are back again. We're going to get food quickly. The niche spirits are looking after our tribe. They've brought the berries back. They've given us a digging child. We're going to make it. We're going to be able to care for all of our creatures. Poor Umbra. He's probably going to end up being an explorer, but that'll be fun. He'll have a fun exploration life. Vangren is grown up now. There's a lot of clams around here. And there's some fish, too. I don't think... Wow, look at all these clams. I don't think that the fish are close enough to where we can have somebody come and grab them. Vangren's so beautiful. I can't wait to see what kind of children he'll make. Sorry for my loud camera noise. I think that with the passing of Relacy's beloved mate, Bantaban, she've decided to just stay around and collect berries for a while, take a break from being the one who's usually on the nest. And Relacy's still got a lot of days left in her, so maybe we'll see another child from her still. I think that she needs a little time to recover from Bantaban's passing before she does take on another mate. And we can start thinking about possibly Vangren inheriting the nest. Adam and Eve have decided to try and have one more child for the tribe, since they know that they're getting older. And I think that as far as genes go, we want to focus on getting good collectors and getting good fighters before we move on to water body and fishing tail and things, so that if a predator does come up, we'll be able to defend ourselves, and so we can collect more berries so we can stabilize our growing tribe. I kind of hope that we do run into a predator soon, because I really want that claw. But I think we're going to try and go for nimble fingers and horns right now, since nobody really has poison fang. Maybe we should try to grab some poison fang soon too. No, don't get sick! Vangren's still over here collecting clams from the ocean. We have a good bit of food right now. I think that he's pretty satisfied with what he's been able to collect, and he'll probably start making his way to the shore soon. I think he's pretty confident that with the coming rain, we'll be able to survive. I'm going to have Eve come into the nest to have her final child before she goes, and then it'll be up to the next generation to keep things going. I'm excited to see what kind of children Sumisi will have, and what kind of children Rune will have as well. And Vangren. I was so focused on picking the genes for our next child that I didn't realize we had this mysterious onlooker, Duke Van. I want to go ahead and invite him into the tribe. He has claw and spiky body though. And if you don't know, if you try and breed with a creature that has spiky body, it'll hurt you. But I think it'll be worth it. It seems like Duke Van was kind of hiding in the grasses, just watching to see what we did, kind of unsure if he wanted to join us. But I think that Vanro was so charismatic and so different to anything he's seen. Like, Vanro is a water-bodied creature. So who knows if Duke Van has actually seen a water-bodied creature before. So Vanro was able to persuade Duke Van to join our tribe. And possibly we'll take Duke Van and some more of our creatures over to the acorn tree, and they can start their own little acorn gathering tribe. And then we'll have a little section down here, and then we'll have a little section over there by the tree. And then we can start really differentiating specialities in the tribe. We'll have one section that's good at this thing and one section that's good at another thing. I'm not sure if I've said it yet, but I want to name this little one Redwing because of his red horns. They kind of look like wings. He's kind of hidden down there. But I'm thinking that I might have Relacy breed with him, because Duke Van's kind of like Bantaban. Bantaban was also a foreign creature as well, and maybe he reminds her of her lost love, and that kind of has rekindled her want to be a mother again, and she wants to try to have at least one child with Duke Van, in the spirit of Bantaban just appearing out of the blue one day. that Relacy has always fallen in love with creatures who were different from the rest of her tribe. Creatures who were unique and had traits that she hadn't seen before in other creatures. She really sees the beauty that not a lot of the other creatures might see. However, Relacy was kind of fearful of the spikes and ran away, and she decided to have a child with Adam since she had that sickness when she was kind of younger, and she knows that it took some time off of her life. So she's going to try and have one more child before she possibly has a child with the newcomer, because once she has a child with that newcomer, it may be her last. I'm going to go with our same Nimble Paw for our genetics, and I've got that brown eye in there to try and mutate something special. And I'm going to have Relacy and Eve have a child at the same time, and we'll see what we get. I love that we have 36 food. That is great. Hopefully we can keep that up. Whoa, look at these two! Two healthy boys! They look gorgeous. This guy is a great fighter. Kirkir is going to offer us great kids, but he has the hemophilia. But he still has big body and poison fangs. He's very much like Adam. And then we have Nuroku, who is extremely healthy. Even though he only has runner's legs, he does have big body and poison fangs secondary, so he'll be a great mate for somebody one day. And he has horns secondary. I really love his name, Nuroku, because I'm a big Avatar Last Airbender fan, and Nuroku is a great name. So he has panda pattern, which is wonderful. So Eve has made her last panda pattern child, and all of her... Whoa! Hello, let's invite you. Oh, Umbra has found someone after his own heart. Umbra's found Coco. I'm kind of shifty about inviting Coco into our family because we can barely support ourselves. But I think I'm gonna do it anyways. Coco's so young. Umbra and Coco, they're very cute. Coco has great immunities that we can add in. And she has Nimble Paw. She has Crackerjaw secondary. If her immunities match up to Duke, then they might have interesting children with the Crackerjaw. So Umbra has found someone like him. That's kind of cool. If their immunities match up correctly, then maybe Umbra and Coco might have a child someday. I'm gonna have Vanro come over here and pick some berries, and so we can kind of step back away from Duke Van in case we want to breed him with somebody this round. I'm thinking maybe Rare would like to try and have a child with this newcomer. She's very early on in her life, so she knows that she has a lot left to live. Oh, I think that they'll have some really interesting children. And that little scratch won't hurt her much. I think I'm going to have Duke Van go ahead and head over to the tree. Relacy is still thinking about it. That would be a really sweet relationship for the two of them to have a child. I think that's going to be her goal of right before she's about to go. When she has enough time, she'll go and have a child with Duke Van. Vangren, I think, is going to make his last round and look out for little Redwing, who's been traveling and getting some tubers for the family. And I think after these clams, Vangren might start thinking about coming up and starting a family of his own. I was kind of scared that he was too deep in the water there for a second, but Vangren's okay. He's, like, just above the water. Now we'll move on to the next day. Our tribe has become so large, but Adam and Eve are finally passing, and there's a predator! I knew this day would come. Duke Van will be there to help us. Yikes! I'm glad that he's so nearby. His movement is horrible, though. We'll have him slowly make his way over to the Predator to defend this new tribe that he's come into. I think I'm gonna have Rare run. I don't want her to die, and she's not that strong. Poor Adam and Eve have finally passed, and the Predator has come on this stormy day. Eve has left behind her final child, Nuroku, as the Adam and Eve family legacy, and I'm sure that Releasey will look after him. They're kind of like twins, along with Redwing, and they'll all be what's left of their line, and they'll carry on more generations of the Panda family. Fangren will soon go find a mate of his own, and Rune is pregnant with the next child as well. There's a Predator that I'm sure Duke Fan will help us fight off. And in the next episode, we'll see what kind of child exactly Duke Fan and Rune will have. I'm sure it's going to be really interesting, whatever it ends up being. And I guess we'll find out what it looks like in the next episode. So I'll see you guys later. I hope that you've really enjoyed this series so far. I think I'm going to have Umbra come up here and fight, since at least he can fight a little with his antlers. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!